Greetings, speed enthusiasts!
Today we review the final duels in the 10-second motorcycle category of the 18th edition of the Carnival Quarter Mile Drag Racing Cup Barranquilla 2025.
The first duel was supposed to be between Hector Lopez's Honda CB1000R and Javier Garcia's Yamaha NT10. However, the latter does not show up and is therefore disqualified.
Thus, Hector Lopez on his Honda CB1000R advances to the next round, where he will face John Diaz on his Honda CB1000R.
Vamos por él.
The victory goes to Hector Lopez on his Honda CB1000R, and next, he will face Steven Rivera on his Suzuki GSR1000R.
Para Hector López.
The victory goes to Steven Rivera on his Suzuki GSR1000, who will next face Martin Correa on his Kawasaki Ninja Z1000 SX.
Tenemos el carril derecho, Martín Correa de la suerte se quiere de ganar el pique anterior.
After a close duel, and thanks to his reaction time, Steven Rivera on his Suzuki GSR1000 takes the win by a margin of 29 thousandths of a second at the finish line, and will now face Lennox Solano's Suzuki GSXR1000.
Steven Rivera on his Suzuki commits a false start, which gives the victory to Lennox Solano on his Suzuki GSXR1000. He was supposed to face Pablo Escobar on his BMW S1000RR. However, the latter does not show up and is disqualified. Thus, Lennox Solano on his Suzuki GSXR1000 moves on to the next round, where he will face Leonardo Ruiz's Suzuki GSXR600.
If you're enjoying the video, please support us with a like.
The victory, thanks to reaction time, goes to Lennox Solano on his Suzuki GSXR1000. His next opponent will be George Carlini on his Kawasaki Ninja ZX10R.
Lennox Solano on his Suzuki GSXR1000 commits a false start and subsequently withdraws from the duel, giving an easy win to George Carlini on his Kawasaki Ninja ZX10R, who will next face Wilson Penzo on his Honda CBR1000RR.
En competencia nos confirman que el piloto Sergio Castillo no va.
After a very close duel, the victory goes to George Carlini on his Kawasaki Ninja ZX10R. His next opponent was supposed to be Sergio Castillo on his Honda CBR1000RR. However, the latter does not show up and is disqualified. Thus, George Carlini on his Kawasaki Ninja ZX10R moves on to the next round, where he will face Cesar Camacho on his Suzuki GSXR1000.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you don't miss our upcoming videos.
César Camacho, por favor, Premiación.
The victory, thanks to reaction time, goes to George Carlini on his Kawasaki Ninja ZX10R, earning him a spot in the final, where he will face Brian Jamies on his BMW S1000R.
0.16 en su mejor registro este fin de semana contra George Carlini. Hay un campeonato en estas finales. Tremendo pique que tenemos.
Brian Jamies on his BMW S1000R takes the victory, thus claiming the championship trophy in the 10-second motorcycle category of this 18th edition of the Carnival Quarter Mile Drag Racing Cup Barranquilla 2025. Congratulations to him and his team. We've reached the end. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.